Loading. Scanning. Launch.
So this is going to be part 2 of this video sequence on Simon. Now, where we left off, we had our simple HTML up, but we're now done with our simple HTML and CSS. Yay! So, now we gotta get to the script. This is the largest part. So, there's a few things we need to think about. What kind of variables are we going to need? And you're going to need probably a lot. Usually when I start, I don't put any variables in until I need them. I know there's a few people I really kind of talk to on a rare basis. Used to talk to them more anyway. Who would just be like var a equals, and they would do that A through Z in their global variables and rename them and set them up as they needed them. But luckily I pre-programmed this all for you, so we're just gonna use the variables we know we need. So we're gonna need to set some global variables. We're gonna want a var of order. We're gonna make that a new array, so we can store multiple sections of information in a line, or essentially a one-row table. Var color check. Now this is going to be an array too, so we can check on the color. Now there's a few other ways of doing this, but after looking at all the possible ways for us, this is honestly going to be the easiest way to do it, is by manipulating the JavaScript ourselves, rather than asking JavaScript to go and try to find these values for us in color check. So var ct equals 0. Now I have it just as ct because I didn't want to, I'm kind of lazy. I didn't want to write out current turn. So that stands for current turn, and we're going to treat it as a boolean. But we don't want to set it as a boolean with a few of the little tricks you can do, because we can actually do a lot more things than just 1 or 0. Now, in this, that's all we use it for, but you'll see this trick more often where we're manipulating a multi-level boolean. So we're gonna want var clock. We're gonna just set that to just a little blank, not even a variable. Our scount. That's going to be of 0. The scount variable is very important. I have it for subcount. Var total count equals 0. Var PC stands for player count, just so you guys know. Var points, because what's a game without points? So these are our variables, our global variables. It doesn't matter what function we're in, we will call to these variables, and it will save these variables in between functions, as long as we don't leave the page. So obviously we're going to want to be able to play now. So we're going to create our first function. So we're going to want to be able to go to the function too. Forgot to say that part. We want to go to the function too. So on click, so when they click let's play Simon, we're going to go and scream at let's play, which is a function which we haven't written down yet. essentially type down function let's play, and that is our starting function. Simple check on spelling so we know. Alright, so when you click let's play Simon, it's going to run to let's play. Now this is going to populate the AI. So what colors are you going to have to press in order to win, to earn points? So we need to populate that. Var random equals, and then for x equals 0, x is less than 100, because we don't expect anyone to play Simon more than 100 clicks. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. X plus plus. What this is saying is x is equal to 0. While x is less than 100, keep looping through this. Every loop, x equals 1 more than what x did. It increments every loop. So random will equal math.random. And that'll give us a value between 0 and 1. So it's a decimal. So we're going to fix that by saying random equals random times 100. Now, random is going to be between 0 and 100. So, to determine what we want to store in the order, because that's what we're populating right now, we want to check to see what random is every loop. And then based on what randomly is generated, what color we should store in order. So, we're going to say if random is greater than 0 and random is less than 26, so between 1 and 26, we're going to go and fill in order x equals 1. Now, when it goes to the first loop, it's going to go into the first cell of order, so 0, and it's going to go in there, and it's if random is between 0 and 26 on the first loop, it will now make the first cell in order equal to 1. I'm going to do that so we have 4 different colors, because we have 4 buttons to click. It's 25, and random is less than 51. So that's between 26 and 50. And we're going to say order x equals 2. If random is greater than 50 and random is less than 76, order equals 3. If random is greater than 75, because we don't want to pass 100 because we only go to 100. So order x equals 4. So now we can establish what colors should be rolled in for the actual Simon AI. This is determining, right here, determines what we will roll randomly to require the players to press in order to gain score. That's all this is doing. It's essentially populating the AI. Oh, whoops. Don't ruin that 4. So now we have all of that. We're going to put in color check 0. And we're going to make that equal to red, because this is our first color on screen. And we're just going to do 4 of these, can copy and paste them. You want to change this to 1, 2, 3. Remember, all the rays start on 0. So our first color, our second color, our third color, and our fourth color. So red, green, blue, yellow. So I will be posting